Is clubbing dead everywhere? Like, is it just LA? Because no one goes clubbing anymore. Like, no one even wants to go out. None of my friends have been to the club. I haven't been to a club in months. What happened to clubbing?
So apparently, nightclubs are struggling. Some are even going bankrupt. And the reason? It's not the economy, it's not changing social trends. Nah, it's because men just aren't showing up anymore.
You want to make clubbing fun again, it needs to revolve around women. Women need to be prioritized, and misogyny makes it so that's impossible. What this lady is saying is 100% correct. I've been saying this for several years now. As a DJ, you need to cater toward the women. I'm going to bring this back to the dance scene. Most dance events, regardless of the genre, are mostly women. Okay? Women make the party. That's something male DJs don't understand. I've heard some DJs say, oh, I just play songs to make everyone want to stay on the dance floor. The people on the dance floor are not your target audience. They should not be your target audience. In fact, it's more important, in my opinion, to target the people sitting down. Who are the people sitting down mostly at dance events? Women, okay? You have to play music to keep the followers engaged, okay? You have to make it entertaining for them.
Think about it. For years, clubs relied on the same business model: let women in for free, charge men a cover fee, jack up the drink prices, and hope guys are dumb enough to spend their paycheck trying to impress strangers who don't even know their name. It worked for a long time because men were willing to play that game. But guess what? They're not playing anymore. Men finally realized they don't need to blow $300 on overpriced vodka just for the chance to talk to someone who's only there to post Instagram stories.
Into the video where I explain my opinion on why the club scene has died. The first reason is that there's no difference in charge for women to get in versus men. Before you come at me crying that that's a double standard and it's not fair, you're right. Thank you. It is a double standard. It isn't fair. I didn't make the rules, God did, and where the girls are, the men will follow. When women started having to pay the same amount to enter a club as men, it turned from a female-centered event to a male-centered event, and that's why it died. And they don't even have ladies' nights anymore, anywhere. It's literally embarrassing. Second reason it's died is this whole idea of like section culture, like renting out designated areas for certain people of a certain status, or not even of a status, just by paying more. Go to a public place to party and you rent out an exclusive little section for your clique to be private. It's like, what are you doing? Go somewhere else. And with the section culture came the men being the ones who were the center of attention, dancing in the VIP areas for everyone to see, and no one wants to see that, men or women.
And here's the funny part: now women are upset. Why aren't men going out anymore? The clubs are empty. Well, maybe because men don't feel like being walking ATMs for you and the club owner at the same time.
Third reason the club scene has died, in my opinion, is everyone's on their phone too much. And I don't know, maybe they just need to like have a policy where you have to put your phone away, but also like that presents other issues because wherever you go there's going to be creeps and you have to be able to have your phone on you. But I just think that the filming is like out of hand and people just being like on their phone. And are we surprised? Phones have ruined everything. The reason is, I think DJs in general, not every DJ, but a lot of them are more interested in like what they want to hear than what the party wants to hear. Like, have you ever experienced this? Like being in a car full of people and the person on aux is playing songs that like no one knows, or like vibing to like something they want to hear and no one knows the words to, and it's just like, what are you doing? That's the vibe I get from a lot of these DJs. Last reason, in my opinion, is today's hits just don't hit for dancing or partying for that matter, and there's a reason why the most fun songs to dance to are from like 20 years ago, is that none of the songs are catered towards having fun at the club. Anyway, I don't go to the club anymore, but when I did, it was dying a slow, painful death. So I hope you enjoyed my takes on this matter, and I hope for the sake of future generations that they can experience the club in the same way that millennials got to. #jealous.
It's a bigger cultural shift. Men are choosing to keep their money in their pocket. They'd rather invest in themselves, their hobbies, their businesses, or literally anything else that actually benefits them. Not to mention dating apps, gyms, and social media changed the game. You don't need to risk your bank account on bottle service when you can meet people elsewhere.
The reason bottle service is dying in the nightclub business. 1, you're selling a $60 bottle for $900. Then you're charging automatic gratuity when the bottle girl probably comes out looking like she doesn't want to be there. Like, then on top of that, you hit them with a, hey, there's a hotel fee. Hey, there's a casino fee. Hey, there's this fee, admin fee. It's like, how many fees are you going to add on to this? That's one big concern. Then you got another situation where these managers, doormen, like, they're, two guys roll up, you're trying to say, oh, you got to do bottle service. Why not just give them a $100 bar tab instead of they got to spend $900 for two people to get in? If they look like scrubs, I understand, it's a whole different story. But if they don't, come on, that's just nonsense. That's greed. If you got a $60 bottle, you know, $300-400 is good. I know you're paying for the convenience, the VIP service, but it shouldn't be $700-800-900 a bottle. Unless you're in Vegas where you have tourists, Miami, you have a lot of tourists. That's a different story. Those places, it actually succeeds. But like other spots, come on. You guys are just getting too greedy. Club owners, managers don't make the price. But anyway, club owners, stop being so greedy.
Back in the day, guys went to clubs because that's where the women were. But now, half of them are on TikTok live at home, the other half are complaining on podcasts about where all the good men went. Meanwhile, the men they ignored are chilling, stacking cash, gaming with the boys, or traveling. They're not wasting $25 on watered-down rum and coke just to stand in a crowded room full of strangers.
I can only do this once because I have to study for a final that I'm set to fail. And I can't dash any expectations. Anyway, I want to know, I saw this video on here that was like, you want to know what happened to clubbing? Girls stopped being the ones dancing on the table. And that's so true. The reason why the club fucking sucks nowadays, except for a choice few, is because somehow, some way, the frat guys infiltrated it. Their playlists snuck their way. Why am I not in the middle of a strobe lit club dance floor room having my "where have you been all my" moment? No, instead I'm like, what rhythm is this? I don't know. I can't find it. That might be my problem. I don't think it is. Maybe it is. It could very well be my problem. But what happened to Lady Gaga, Britney Spears, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna? Why aren't you playing those songs? The other day, they played Sweet Fucking Caroline with a uns backtrack. What? Go back to catering to girls, please.
So yeah, clubs going bankrupt isn't a mystery. It's the direct result of men saying, enough is enough. You can only run a bad deal for so long before the customers walk away. And now the customers, they're gone.
I just got out the gym and I was sitting in my car thinking about how I really just used to club 2 to 3 days a week. And now at my age, I refuse to be the old lady at the club, because I remember when I was the young buck at the club, And me and my friends, we used to see those old ladies there, and we'd be like, why is her old ass at the club? She need to be at home. And so at this day and age, first of all, I'm too tired to go clubbing. And second of all, I don't want to be known as the old lady at the club, and I'd be damned if these young heifers gonna call me, look at that old lady at the club, she thinks she da-da-da-da, whatever. So I don't know why that crossed my mind. That's just a random thought I had on my way back from the gym. I do still like to dance though, but these days I only dance in my living room, or just around the house when I'm feeling it, because again, I refuse to be the old lady at the club, or bar fly as they call it.
Moral of the story: if your whole business depends on men simping, don't be shocked when the simps disappear. The free ride is over.
Everybody says clubbing is dying. And it's true that many clubs have closed. However, something is happening. New nights, new sounds, and a fresh new scene. Come with me. Are you coming along for the ride?
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.